Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. Today we're working in our Victorian journal, and I did choose a few pages to start off with. Now this piece, it was bigger, but it has been floating around in my odds and ends forever. So I think it's time to use it. Let's get it out of the way. And this doily seems to keep coming up all over. So, excuse me, let's use these and get them out of our stash. So I want to start with this. Now there are some irregularities going around it, so I want to be careful which area I choose, and I want to get it right up to that corner. Now you're not going to be able to see much of it, as you can tell there, but we'll be able to see most of it. I think maybe I need to darken just a little bit more around here, because this is the corner I'm going to be using. Now it's okay if your doilies aren't, perfect. They've got little snags on them. It just makes it that much more interesting. So I think I want to try and fit it as close as I can into that corner. It'll go just like this. So first thing I'm going to do is the center, because once I get it placed, I can come around and dot, around the edges where I need to. I wanted it about like that. Now that I've got the middle done, I can come up here and just, a little dot here or there, enough to hold those edges down. Just a little bit there. So now I need to find my little cap for this, because I don't want to be putting that lid on and off. I'll just set this over to the side. Now I think the next piece I want is this one. And I'm thinking sort of there, which means the crease would probably be about here. So I'm just going to fold that over and then give it a crease down. Now this is supposed to be, yeah. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to bring the paper part way behind there, so that I can adjust it here where I want it to go. And then I can bring it to that fold, find my tweezers, and press it into the fold. Not hard enough to tear the paper, but enough to get that adhesion down there. And just as easy as that. And that will also, it'll hold these edges here. Oh, my neighbor has cut the yard again. So now I'm coughing. Now I want this definitely down here in this corner, along with the edge of the paper. Okay, now go around the edges, and then just a touch in the middle to hold it down. Now, I'm going to try my best to align it in this corner, right along that edge, and then squish it sort of towards the center of the page, so I don't have hardly any overflow. Now because it is a wet glue, I do have a moment to sort of slide it into place. Now, looks like I got a little bit of that glue overrun there. It just scrapes off. Now, see, that's trash. I have these two pieces that I also wanted to use. I do like this one, maybe along the bottom edge, because this one has a cutoff here. And this is definitely the going in that direction. So, or do I want it a little over? Maybe it's in that general area. Yeah, I got some ink marks on the back. I think it's from where I laid it over there, and I've got my ink uncovered. My ink, the top's off my ink pad. So just a little off center. I mean, why not? Not everything needs to be perfectly aligned. But this one does need to go along that outside edge. And so far, this is all I picked out for this one. So we'll have to audition the other pieces that we want to go on it. Along the edge. Now I know I'm not all the way to the top, and that's fine. That almost looks like it, you know, the edge cut it off there. So we've got to here. So let's see what else. I've got everything in the world on my desk right now. Okay. I need to close that up. Got things flying out everywhere. So, you know what I was thinking? Oh, excuse me. I do have these and I have not used them yet. What else is there in here that may work? I think right now I'm going to stick with this one. So I know we're going to end up using that in a few minutes. But what else can we have on our page? We do have butterflies. That's a possibility. Ooh. The frame's just not quite big enough. Maybe. Maybe. It's a maybe today for that. I do like that frame. And then I have these, but I don't want to use the whole thing. I'd probably cut most of that off. In fact, these are sort of, but I keep these in these little wrappers here because, oh, and that's the last one of those. Because the glitter tends to come off. Oh, look at that. That fits. But I don't like the little sign at the bottom. So that's a possibility. I may have to put something over that. I wonder if we could totally fill that up there and come all the way down. Ooh, we could do that. We could definitely do that. All right, I'm down to my last. I got 2 more in here. We have, but I don't think the pink would go. Nope, 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 nope. We're not going to do the pink. I do have a really nice heart in here, but that will get washed out in the background. Oh, what else, what else, what else? Have a piece of a map. I don't know about that either. Oh, coming through our little stash here. Now, I do have other frames in here. I wonder if one of these would... I'm not sure I like those. Nope. So we'll change it. We'll find something else. So we'll take all these, see what else is in here. What else? What else? What else? What else? I do have that circle there. But it seems like I'm going all the way around with the same colors. Maybe we need a little something different. That may work, even though it does bring the pink out in there. But we'll definitely have to trim that up. So, start with this. Come in with our scissors. And all I'm doing is trimming closer to the edge than what it was, because I don't like that big margin that it has there. Now this isn't totally straight, so I'm not worried if it's, you know, got little divots here and there. That does not concern me at all. And we finally had some rain yesterday afternoon and last night. And it's a little overcast today. So that looks good. I like that. Where's my ink? Make sure I'm using the right dauber. I was working in 2 different journals. I always have to double check and make sure I've got the right dauber I'm using. I did that one time. I went to use a yellow. I think it was a straw something or other. Anyway. And I had already daubed. I'd used the brown dauber. Did not like the way that turned out, because I was using it as background. Do like that there. Why not? We can overlap. Overlapping's good. Overlapping, tucking things behind. I tried, after I had had something situated once, to tuck it behind something, and when I pulled it up, the glue tore the paper. It was horrendous. No, that's not going to work today. So on this one, I do with my scissors. What I want to do is I'm simply going to come in here and cut this bottom off, just like that. Now I can come on this one, move that out of the way, and I can position this up here some, so that I've got that full length. And I think that's going to do better. You know, just because you're using a frame doesn't mean that what you are framing has to be dead set center. Now, since this is going to be behind something, I'm not going to worry about inking it. Well, that was real smart, Shell. I wonder if I could... No, it's going to have to go down this way. Move that butterfly out of the way. Where would be... I don't want to hide my bird, so we'll go here. And now I've already inked the frame. And I think coming in with that... Now, you will see a little bit sticking out. I don't care. It does not matter. See, did I glue all of that down? No, so Because I know somebody's going to say, you should have trimmed it off. So that's what we're going to do. Easy snip, just like that. Because see, nobody's going to see that because it's going to be behind our frame. Now, the frame is embossed, so I want to make sure that I get the glue where it's going to touch the page and not so much in that crack or crevice. Just there. And that will be, oh, I like that. I'm not sure about the butterfly now. Definitely not sure about that. So we're going to set this one aside. Let's come down here to our stickers. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. I still have these in strips. I do like the words. That's a possibility. And you hear me say these are possibilities because I haven't decided, you know, yes or no on any of these until I actually, you know, pull them up and look at them. Because they do need to still be auditioned. I do have another frame here, but I think that's going to be too much on this page. Too many frames, too many frames. I've got those other ones. That's not really going to show. I do have that. And I could use just part of it there. Or set these down. No, that's not going to work there. Nope. Alright, let's go with what we've got here so far. Then we got to figure out where we're going to put them. This, no. That would probably do better there. And you could still see the outline that of the doily. I don't know whether I like that there or that one. I know I want to use, maybe that one could go there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut this one almost in half. Little off, but still. Let me see if it'll come off this way. Nope. Because it has that shiny back, I do have to do it from the front. So I'll pull that one off. And then this one, I'm going to stick it into that seam right there. Almost right. Well, didn't quite get it there, but it's close enough. And the other half, I mean, you don't have to put things directly across from each other. I'm going to do it because I've got that straight edge there. Let's put that right there on that straight edge. That works. That works. I'm liking that. And now this one, I know you come off. That one can go there. And I wanted this one up in this corner. Or should I? Yeah, we're going to do the corner. Because that will also help hold that doily down there. Now get up all these little pieces that always want to stick to everything. Get those off. And I did want to use this. You know, and we have different ones, so we can see what goes where. I don't want to do something that's so close to that one, so maybe we'll use the outer one here. You know, it doesn't have to have anything around that. You know, there's nothing has to be dead set in it. Do I want another one? This one has a middle one. We could use that one. Put that one down there. Just like that. Now, roll this back up. I had tried taping these, and well, when I first got them, I just put them in with my other washi, and they would unroll, and it became so ungainly. What about we do have, where are those big sheets? We do have one of these. That would work. If I can get them off. And I think that one's coming off. Let me see. Put that one little bit down there, and then I'm going to come in here with the other one. And actually put it on that circle there. That works. I don't know about these other ones though. Maybe a bit too dark. Let's see, what else do we have? We do have that. Nope, I don't like that either. Too many. Too many choices. Trying to get down here in the bottom and see what else I have. I do still have some of these. But I don't know if I really want to use those anywhere. Not today. What else is in here? There is a stamp here. Oh, what is this? Have that, or we have that. I think I like that better. I think I do. Let me trim this up just a tad so that I don't have all the shiny like I do with the other ones. Because the design itself isn't shiny, it's all the background stuff. So all we need is try to get most of that off. Now I think I already threw that other piece of tape away. Come on off. There we go. Get my tape off. You come off, I know you do. There. Now, because I do want to be careful on where I put it. So, there. That's it. Not bad. Not bad at all. I am going to leave this blank. But I do think that turned out quite well. Now I can put my top back on here. Not bad at all. I do like the way that one did turn out. Maybe I should put something there. What if we got in lace? Do we have a piece that would fit there? See that? No, that's not gonna do. That's too long. It's too wide. That's not gonna work. I do have this piece. And basically all I need is one of those. That may work. That may be it. So I'm going to come in here and trying to divide the motifs. Now see, I've got that one trimmed out, but when it comes down to this one, I've still got some areas that I can just trim a little here and there, and then it will be good to go for the next time. And I like to do this while so that I don't forget. See, now we're good on that one. Well, I didn't trim it very good the last time, did I? There. So now we have that one ready for next time. We have this one. Move the little stuff off. Make sure. I like that side better. That may be the right side. It looks like it. So back with our glue. And then just dot around the edges some and in the large areas, you know, where you've got something that you can actually put glue next to. My glue fell over. That's gonna do it. That, I like that now. Get my glue up before it starts oozing out. I think that's gonna be it. What do you guys think? Yes, there's a lot going on, but I like it. I really do. I know I did say I was going to do pockets in here at some point. Maybe the next couple of pages. But I get started on the collaging and before you know it, it's the page is full. No place to put a pocket. I probably could have done a tuck here if I'd have thought about it. But, you know, they say hindsight's always 20/20. If you like working in our journal today, give me a thumbs up. Hit that bell notification so you'll be notified of new videos coming out. We are working in our journals. We'll be working in our Victorian journal and our dark Victorian journal on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know which I'll be doing which days. It just, however it turns out. I am trying to, I did purchase some background papers on Etsy, but I have to now, I'm in the process of downloading them, and then I have to print them out. So hopefully by the time we work on this one, which I forgot whether this video is coming out Tuesday or Thursday this week, or anyway, next time we work on this one, we should have the background papers. Then Saturdays are our whatever day. So hit that bell notification so you'll be notified. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. So until next time, bye guys.